Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jacob Restituto, and today we're talking about something that I don't think gets talked enough as a content creator, and it's something that I've always struggled with, and I think that a lot of people struggle with it, and I think that it's something that I think should be talked about a little bit more. And today we're talking about the confidence in being a content creator, but also the insecurity that comes with being a content creator. And I think that one of the biggest misconceptions that we have is, oh, as my channel grows, I'll feel less insecure about what's going on it. And I think that that is actually one of the biggest lies ever, and it's the biggest misconceptions that I think most people, including myself, struggle with. I remember, say like a year ago when somebody asked me how many live people I've had on a live stream, and I was like, the max that I had at a time was like 22 people. And then I was like slightly embarrassed to say it. And I was like, oh, 22 people. And like, hey, like the truth is, like, I'm really grateful for the 22. And I think that that's where most people need to go, instead of being like, oh, we compare ourselves to these people that have 12,000 people on a live stream every single day, and we think that we need to be there. But the truth is, they started with 22 people, and the only way you're going to get to 12,000 is by starting with the 2, the 20, the 22, the 200, right? So I think that we get so caught up in these numbers, but the truth is, it's not about the numbers. It's about the relationships that you create with people, the friends that you make, the people that are supporting you, and being grateful for the fact that there's even 22 people watching, right? It's so easy to get caught up in where we want to be and not be grateful for where we are. But that's not even the point of this. The point that I want to talk about is, when you have, 1,000 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers and you have 22 people in a live stream, that's really cool. Or when when you get 1,000 views on a video, when you have 1,000 subscribers, you're like, yeah, that's sick, But as your channel grows, you would think, oh, I'm gonna get less and less insecure, when I see a video that doesn't perform well, or I don't see a ton of people on the live stream. But the truth is, in my own experience, that's the complete opposite. Because if a video does not do well and it gets 100 views and you have 100,000 subscribers, you're like, oh my gosh, like, it's like, oh, you almost feel insecure and embarrassed, or you do sometimes. And I'm being honest with you guys, and the only reason I'm sharing this is because I want you to know that you're not alone, but also I want you to know this: if you have a smaller channel, that's great, and I'm excited for you to grow. But the truth is, I want you to deal with this now, when you have 100 subs, rather than realizing at 100,000 subs. And it's something that I've been conscious of for a long time, and I try really hard not to. But it's something that I think as humans we all struggle with, and it's something that I try very, very continually to be grateful for what I have and not worry about the numbers, but instead be grateful for the people that are taking the time to comment, the people that are taking the time to watch, the consistent viewers that are there. The same people that I see commenting. I'm so grateful for all those people. But when you post a vlog and it doesn't do as well and it gets a couple hundred views, meanwhile you have 100,000 subscribers, that insecurity doesn't go away. And it's only through ignoring that and saying, no, we'll just keep pushing through. Just keep, people are going to find it one day. I'm grateful for the people that have found it already. Or when there's 25 people in a live stream and you have 100,000, sometimes it's easy to let those thoughts of like, well, shouldn't I have more? When you start comparing to other people that have similar channels and how they do. And or here's another thing that I've been struggling with is, like, I sometimes get in my head, I'm like, are people even here for me? They subscribed, but are they here for me, or are they just here because I talk about Taylor Swift, or I talk about Pentatonics, or I talk about, Home Free, or I talk about Olivia Rodrigo? Are they, and that's an insecurity that I struggle with often. And I'm like, they don't really care about me and my music. I wish that, it was 100,000 people that cared about my music. Well, it's like, you know what? I'm just grateful for what I have. And those are the thoughts that sometimes run in my head. And I think that they're completely natural and normal, and I think that most people struggle with them. But the truth is, it's so important, I think, to deal with them earlier on than it is to realize them at 100,000 or 50,000 or 20,000, or start when you have one subscriber. Just try to be grateful for that one, and then and not care so much about the views or the subscribers or the comments, and just be yourself and be confident in that self, and the biggest thing, I think the biggest takeaway is not letting the analytics be a reflection of your self-worth, and being, if it does really well, that means that I'm really cool and I'm really great and the content I'm putting out is amazing. Or, because there are times I've had over 1,000 people in a live stream, and of course you get a high from that, but then you're always chasing that high, and if you don't get that high, it's really hard to want to create content. So you have to build a sustainable career and channel, you have to be consistent and not care if there's 22 people or if there's 22,000 people in a live stream. And those are things that I personally struggled with, and I think that a lot of people do, because you can kind of see the problem that I see is actually you see a lot of people that pander to that and get insecure by that and stop posting because of that, or start pandering to those things. And I don't want to be that, and I want to be grateful for the people that are in the live streams and be grateful for the fact that the channel is growing, but also be honest with you that you're not if you are struggling with those thoughts, you're not the only one that is. So I think it's super important, for myself included, to be just grateful for what we have, and just continue to keep your eyes on your own, put the blinders up like a horse in a race, and just keep your eyes straight ahead and not look to the left or the right, but be grateful for what you have, and not let your worth, whether it be 1,000 people or 1 people watching, you do the best you can for whoever's watching, and be grateful for who's there. So that's the honest truth. And I figured, you guys, I've seen a lot of comments that you guys do enjoy these, honest little commentaries. So if you do, let me know, and I'll continue to keep making them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. God bless, and peace out.